Story 1, AITA for returning my homemade wife's birthday gift me and telling her I don't want it. I then went out and bought what I actually wanted. I need an outside opinion on this. This has been an ongoing issue that I have talked to her multiple times about. My wife makes less money than me and is the type of people who prefers to make her own gifts for people. The issue is she will do this even if the person doesn't want this. I will use myself as an example. For the past few years she has made every single gift I have been given. No matter what I ask for, I get a homemade gift, doesn't matter if it is cheap or not. Last Christmas I asked for a few things and I got a homemade scarf. I always get her stuff she want. I have talked to her about this multiple times. My birthday was yesterday and I asked her to give me a book. It was only $25 and I sent her the link. I opened the gift and she made some homemade bookmarks. It wasn't even the type of bookmarks I like. They were made from fabric and I like the wooden ones. I must have made a face because she asked what was wrong. I told her I didn't want these. I made it so clear what I actually wanted and I have talked to her so many times. I handed them back and went out to buy the book. We had a big fight when I got back. She claims I am being ungrateful and a jerk. Appropriate_art_3863 says, NTA she could have made the bookmarks and put them in the 25 book. That's thoughtful. Infinite_peanut1216 says, NTA my ex used to do this. It's not about the gift, it's about her intentionally and without remorse overriding your requests. Her behavior is dismissive and that shit will breed resentment and resentment kills relationships. Gift giving should be about the recipient. A gift is a tangible representation of our care and appreciation of a person. It should be catered to the recipient's preferences. Hopefully her disregard for your preferences isn't malicious, but either way she's basically saying I know better than you, which really sucks, especially from a loved one. Sit her down and explain that you are an autonomous being with preferences and her behavior is hurtful and dismissive of you. And don't let her weasel out of it with "ooh, I spent so much time on it blah blah blah." She's showing you she doesn't see you. You're not an NPC in her story. You're deserving of consideration and this behavior is doing the opposite. F-Pop says, the title is confusing because I thought your wife is homemade. Technically that may be true. NTA a 25 book that you asked for was too much effort? Good grief. Story 2, AITA for telling my sisters to take care of their own fucking kids? I'm 24 meters, the youngest of my parents' 3 kids. My older sisters are Sarah 28F and Liv 26F. Sarah and Liv were BFFs growing up. Always together. Shared everything. The whole TV trope of close sisters. That was my sisters. The other part that was very TV-like was their antiboy rhetoric and specifically, anti-brother. They never liked me being near them and they'd always say I was embarrassing to them, that I was gross, which I wasn't, dirty or anything, that they wanted sisters and not brothers, that boys weren't allowed to play whatever games they were playing. It hurt my feelings as a kid and they were punished for being cruel on occasion. Not all the time. But it happened a few times and I know our parents got concerned enough to try therapy. Both individual for us all and family therapy together. It was in family therapy when my sisters loudly proclaimed they would never love me or want a brother. They said boys are disgusting and nobody wants them and they wanted someone to come and take me away forever so they never had to see me again. My parents put a lot of focus into giving me outside focuses too, so the stuff with my sisters wouldn't destroy me. It wasn't always perfect. I did wish at a younger age that my sisters would care. But I had friends, hobbies, activities and stuff to keep me distracted and my parents kept working on my sisters' treatment of me. Because it went beyond just not being close. Their attitude toward me did not change. I was very much in the not family camp when Sarah got married and when Sarah and then Liv started having babies. I was not included or invited to anything, even to meet their kids when they were born. I was not sent any announcements. My parents and other family got those. I'm not even their social media friend follower. They both have accounts set to permission needed to follow. I'm truly over it by now. I know nothing will change and honestly I don't want to, and fuck the whole don't hold kids actions against them because they have not been kids for years. Now they have some kids that are a bit older and both sisters want to work. They tried to share a nanny and babysitter, but I guess they got tired of paying for both for different occasions. So they approached me to be a babysitter. They told me I should help take care of their kids since I'm supposed to be family or whatever. I asked if they were serious and then I rolled my eyes at them hard. They said I had a shitty attitude. I told them they can take care of their own fucking kids and they won't be using me after 24 years of wanting my existence to go away. They accused me of being as bad as them for responding in the way that I did. AITA? Baco Finch says, they clearly told you they didn't want you in their family and went out of their way to exclude you even as adults. You owe them nothing. They are basically strangers to you who happen to be related to your family. And accusing you of being as bad as them is absurd. They got their wish, no brother, they should deal with it. Joker Fish Clown Shoes says, NTA, not your responsibility to look after their kids. Especially not for free and for people so ungrateful. You'd be a constant pawn for them and would lose out on your own life over their poor choices. Grandparents or back to the babysitter for them. Evilch925 says, they accused me of being as bad as them for responding in the way that I did. So they admit they know they were bad? And yet still do not apologize or make any kind of amends, only coming with a demand of you? They are claiming family after never treating you like family. No, you telling them what you did is the only response they were ever going to get. NTA, thanks for watching. I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.